Back row minister of the world permit, Mr. Monty coming at you live and direct. Last days of Trump are in full effect. King Kanye is now had a spiritual awakening. And remember, I made a joke, which wasn't a joke. I did vote for Kanye West for this last election. I knew that Kanye was gonna have a big year, and he has not let me down yet. And you know, World Series is doing what it's doing as usual. And I still have Houston to win it. I could be wrong, but I'm still going for Houston. No, not Houston, the Nationals. I apologize to win it. Sorry, Houston fans, but we got a thing where no home team can seem to win a game. So, a lot going on in the world, a lot of shootings, a lot of death. As we kind of ramp up to another 8/11, we got 8/11 coming up in November. November 8th is another 8/11, so really be watching out for these 8/11 codes, these 8/11 things. So that's our next 8/11 event, so let's really be watching out for it. Wildfires in California, LA's burning. You find that every World Series, LA is on fire. You guys have been paying attention every year. If you go back to my previous videos from last year, during the Dodgers World Series, LA was on fire again. So every year, LA seems to be on fire. So one thing I want to point out, and I saw the Terminator movie. You know, from time to time, I like to mix up my content. I don't like to talk about the same things. So I saw the movie Terminator Dark Fate. And I don't know why I put myself through watching 2 hours of this blatant garbage. But you know, it was free because it was on the bootleg, and I said, hey, let me catch up on my film. So I watched, you know, Terminator Dark Fate. And I don't know why I watched Terminator Dark Fate. It was by far the worst Terminator film of the sequels. No plot, no direction, just let's just throw some crap on it and call it Terminator and see if we can get people to go see it. Pretty much that was it. It was a horrible film. I'd say Gemini Man, which got knocked for being a bad film, was 40 billion times better than Terminator Dark Fate. Don't waste your money to go see this garbage. But once again, we see the elites plan to sell a narrative to women. And it's not just women, but to Caucasian women. This narrative of you can be strong, you can be masculine, you don't need no man, you're the hero, yada, yada, yada. Understandable. But the way they try to sell it is the problem. So the hero in the movie, Grace, the minute you see her, she has to be this masculine looking, no body composition. Nothing about her says woman. She just looks like a tall boy. Just a tall boy. But trying to sell this to the part of the community, the LGBTQ community, trying to sell that version of a hero to people. But at the same time that this woman is supposed to be so masculine, she's feminine at the same time because she shows weakness, because when she doesn't have any power, she runs out of strength. She needs women to nurture her back to health. Then they had the mixing in of the brown character, or the character Melanie is a Hispanic young lady. She's supposed to be the heroine of the story, who the story is all wrapped around, and Grace has come to save her. And you know, throughout the movie, Grace makes all these comments about how tough she is throughout the entirety of the movie. And the big pieces about the film is just this whole idea of what strength is and how it has to look. And I keep asking myself in all these films, why is it that a strong woman has to look like a man? I don't understand that piece. I don't understand that they have to act a certain way because this is their perception of how strong men act. I'm like, it's just, you know, it's like a minstrel show. And you go to splitting the two. And this is what Caucasian women aren't paying attention to. This is the elite's plan. The elite want to get Caucasian women to the point where they don't procreate. But they're not asking themselves, well, why are men pushing a lesbian agenda on it, or pushing a agenda where this is how the Caucasian woman of strength must look. because they want to procreate with someone else. That's why. They don't want to procreate with you. They know you girls don't want to procreate no more. So what are they doing? They're going out and getting women of color. They're going out and getting that Hispanic woman. They're going out and getting that the Afro-Hispanic. They're going out and getting the pure African. They're going out and getting the African American. They're going out and getting the Native American. They're going out and getting the Asians. Those who they're procreating with, because they need the melon. They want that gene. So they don't care if you don't want to have babies anymore, because to them, your gene has no power anyway. That's not the gene they want. They already know their survival depends on women of color who hold that gene, who are able to create children that absorb melon. So really, they don't need you to procreate. So they can push this agenda of, well, this is, you know, the true strength has to look like this. And it's, in my opinion, it's insulting to women. I think one of the guys who did a review really ripped this movie apart by the way it just insults the mother. It insults the mother. It insults the earth. And, you know, in 5% culture, they call the mother the earth, because the fertile womb, everything must come through the earth. That is power. A man cannot have a child. Ain't no man finna have no baby. You know, the insulting, a TV show had the pregnant man, a woman who looks like a man but's having babies. Talking about, I'm a pregnant man. No, you're not. You're a woman who's having babies. You're a woman who wants to nurture. You want to be a mother. You don't have to be a man to be a mother. You don't have to be masculine to show strength. That's not a trait just associated with one gender. It's not. It's not, but this is what Hollywood wants to sell. This is what some of these women with these messed up mentalities, and that's what it is, a messed up mentality, want to sell our young women, that you don't need a man, we don't need each other anymore, we don't need to procreate, and next thing you know, you're going to a lab and they're sticking tubes in your vagina to pump out whatever kid they want you to produce. You're not even going out and selecting men to have children with. You're not selecting the man you want to be the father of your child. You're not selecting the person you want to carry the egg and procreate with. It's not going to be like that anymore. And these women sign on for this. These women sign up for these roles where, oh yeah, because I'm going to be the tough man of the movie. And, you know, the insulting statements. I think Sarah Connor's character states that the Hispanic woman will carry the next seed that's going to be the leader. And after this garbage plot is revealed, the bulldagger, or whatever the hell she's supposed to be, I don't know what the fuck she's supposed to be, comes out and says, well, it's not about, it's about you. You're going to lead us back to talk to the Hispanic girl, and you don't need some man. I mean, come on, what the hell is this about? So what the men gonna start saying, we don't need some woman? We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Mankind is a mixture of male and female. That's mankind. It's a mixture of male and female. There's no woman. I don't know why we even started this term. There's male and female. Those are the two types of man upon this earth. When they say man in the Bible, they're not talking about male. They're talking about male and female. They're talking about man. There are two kinds of man. There's a male, there's a female. Anytime you watch an alien movie, they say you let your females. They don't break it down. Man is man. But we have to go into all this battle of the sexism. And Hollywood is really pushing towards this battle of the sexism. How they determine strength. You gotta think about some of these industries where a lot of men who are homosexual, not to pick on them, are dressing the girls up as models. They don't even like women. They don't even like women like that. But they're gonna tell women how they're supposed to look and what beauty is, and you know how you're supposed to dress. But they don't even like women. This is the sickness of our culture and where we are right now. This is the mentality that has been allowed to breed. No one challenges any of this foolishness. Not getting back to the basic of what makes us strong. Unification. Us being together is the thing that makes us strong. Us being able to procreate. Life and continuation of life is the thing that makes us strong. Those are the things that keep you alive as a civilization. Without creation, there is no civilization. And getting in this mode that we don't have to create anything. You know how many women we have with just nothing? Yeah, they've been successful with things, but none of them have created any life. None of them will have anything to leave. None of them, their bloodline, most of their bloodlines will stop. That's why certain people are so powerful, because their bloodline continues even after they're gone. That's what makes us powerful. Our bloodlines make us powerful. But we've forgotten about all that stuff. Procreation is a thing of the past. It doesn't matter. And this is the new society. This is where we headed to. You know, we don't need each other. We don't need to procreate. We don't need some man. Next, the men will be saying we don't need some women. No, and men ain't gonna never say that. Best believe that piece. But this is where we at. This is where we at. And, you know, it's beginning to be sad that women believe that this is how they have to be strong. And I'm gonna do a part 2 to this piece.